there's an assumption in the negotiation and conflict resolution world that everything is as it once was. Sure, there's technology, so sometimes you need to be careful about how we do things, on technology, but generally speaking, the humans described in Getting to Yes, let's say, a book that perhaps many of you have read, the humans described in Getting to Yes and how they do things and how they should do things are the humans here in the room together today. We're the same. And the same goes for people as not only as parties to negotiation, but as parties to conflict, people as conflict resolvers, people as parties, and therefore for the processes themselves, negotiation, mediation, what was, is. And here, when I suggest this, very often people say, wait, but we are changing. I mean, we've been talking for the past 3 years about online negotiation. So we are recognizing that things change. We are recognizing that there is technological change in the air, and it's not, and things that happen online are different than what happens when we're face to face, and we need to adapt. And I say, yeah, that's true, but what that is a smokescreen. We look at technology as something instrumental. How do we use technology? But what we don't look is how has living with technology changed us. And so much of the literature that does deal, and maybe trainings that you've done over the past couple of years about how to deal with technology, what we usually do is we try to flatten technology's effects. Technology has mainly bad effects, so goes the party line sort of, on negotiation and mediation. Not all, but largely negative effects. And what we need to do is sort of to push back against technology by using this technique or pushing that button or keeping this in mind. And we can bring online stuff back to be as similar to face-to-face stuff as possible. And if there's any change in the world, it's that people are different when they're online. They're more conflict prone, they're less cooperative, and they tend to flame, issue ultimatums, and et cetera, et cetera. But people are generally the same unless they're online, and that's what I call a smokescreen. And it's a smokescreen because long ago, very long ago, in the 50s and the 60s, as technology started to enter the household, people have been talking about this. And this is a quote from Marshall McLuhan, who many of you know from what he said, that the media is the message. And when he said the media is the message, what he meant to say is, and this is the part that I will read, our conventional response to all media. He was writing about TV and other such media, and I'm saying it about email, Zoom, and everything else, is that it is how they are used that counts, is the numb stance of the technological idiot. Now listen, I had read McLuhan long ago and not so long ago, and then again. And each time I had read that and nodded and said, oh, I get it. And then I realized at some point when I was re-looking at this and looking where in the conflict resolution field we deal for this, I said to myself, Noam, you idiot, he's talking to you, he's talking about you. And realizing ruefully that that I really was the technological idiot he was talking about. If you Google my work or some of my work, you'll find that I have dedicated so many hours to writing about just that, about how they are used. I've written about negotiation via email, about negotiation via text messaging, negotiation via video conferencing, negotiation via X, Y, and Z, and about developing trust when we're via, and all sorts of flattening things to get the most out of your via technology. But not recognizing that it's not how technology is used that counts, but it's what technology does to us that counts. That's when that's when I recognize that I really am that numb technological idiot he was discussing.